Welcome to my channel, everybody. Mel here from LW Scrapping, and I'm about to pop together a layout. Simple in one way, not simple in another. It's a layout that I'm going to be doing for Around the World in 30 Days Hop. So there's going to be lots of people playing along, which I'll have listed down below in the description box. And it's a matter of getting some of your travel photos documented. So whether you've been out of Australia, well, I'm in Australia, so if I've been out of Australia, or even if you're just having a staycation, like you've just travelled around your state, which is what we normally do. I haven't been out of Australia. We normally just travel around our state in Tasmania, and there's lots of different places to check out. So I wanted to get the 2019 photos finished. So I have picked out a layout that I found quite a while ago, and I'm going to attempt it. It was off Pinterest, and it's from Mosaic Moments. And it's something like this. Now, many years ago, I used to do a lot of layouts like this, believe it or not. It's just that it takes a little while to get your head around to figure out the sizings and things. So, without further ado, let's get things popped down. I might get the bottom part put on first. So, this was when we went to the Nut at Stanley, which is on the northwest coast of Tasmania. And they've got, it's part fishing port, the Stanley Sea Aquarium. I just took a photo of that because that wasn't even open. So we go down normally. My husband can get holidays in September, and in September half the things still aren't open to tourists, which is very weird because when we were down there was a lot of tourists. And it just seems weird not to be open. But anyway, so we decided to go to the Nut, which is this huge big mountain volcano. Doesn't work volcano, but it's volcanic rock apparently. And we went up in the chairlift, which you've probably heard me tell these stories because I've done some of the photos. But the view from the Nut, because you can walk right around the top of the Nut, so you can get a heck of a view right around. And they have a lot of fishermen. They have a fishing crew, Barnett's Fishing, come into there with all their boats, and they had piles and piles of these crates full of scallops because it was scallop season. And the main things that I suppose they do the fish as well, but down in that area it is known for scallops and crayfish. Crayfish being my favourite of all seafood. And yeah, and then when we went to another place, which when I do those photos I'll explain that, you could see all the crayfish boats out at sea from the beach. So, and of course the day that we went was overcast, absolutely freezing, and blowing a gale. Now when I do this bit I might have to pick it up a few times, so I won't press down too hard. Absolutely beautiful area. You go up in the chairlift, you can walk all around the top of the Nut, which was absolutely totally exhausting. And you would think being on top, because it looks like, you know, a flat surface on top, it's nowhere near flat on top. But the amount of things that I was just astounded at that was on top of that, I'm just going to call it a mountain because I don't know what else to call it. I can't keep calling it the Nut, even though that's what it's called. The vegetation, the trees, the actual wildlife, I could not get over the amount of wallabies. And you're right next to the ocean. Now I think I might get those top ones put on. One thing I'm doing different is I'm going to leave this middle one whole. I'm not cutting a bit out of it. So we'll pop the top ones on and then we'll do the middle one. I used to do this a lot. I actually did a present for my daughter, a friend of my daughter's. Her mum got me some cardboard frames and some photos to do something similar to this, and then I actually embellished all around the actual cardboard frame with the photos in the middle, which really look quite good actually. But yes, so this was our little adventure. We normally go away for about a week. We stay at Smithton. Down that way, there's a place called Tall Timbers at Smithton. And it's a beautiful, you have like little apartments. They have their own restaurant. They have a bottle shop attached to it. Within the bottle shop, if it's after hours, you can still order pizzas and then pick them up from the bottle shop. Or you can get room service. We got room service quite a lot, and I thought, let's take advantage of this. I didn't put that up high enough, put that one down low enough. Roughly that. As you can see, it takes a bit to try and get an even gap, and as you can see, that's not very good. Try again. That looks a bit better. Okay. If I go, I reckon that's giving enough in between. Start them there. So yes, so it's quite a seafoody place. There is a big restaurant there called at Stanley before Smithton, called Hersey's, and we went there for lunch. I had a nice expensive lunch. Half a crayfish, chips and salad. I think cost me something like $100 odd, $120 or something. Oh, something ridiculous. Because back then, here, crayfish was expensive. Because back then they were exporting to China and locals had to pay a fortune for them. But now I don't think. As you can see, this isn't going to work properly. It's going to be too far one side. So this is where it's a matter of just playing around with it. So let's move it up another bit. So back in 2019, I think if you wanted a crayfish at Christmas time, you would have to pay nearly 120 to 130, if not more, for a crayfish. And they were from our state. Like, it was just ridiculous. But now there's no exports to China. Crayfish has come down so much in price for us locals to be able to buy it. So now I think the first year that, I think it was 2020, you could pick up a crayfish for $45. Right, now these have to go down. Let me just mark that. Yeah, so now they've gone up just a bit, probably 50 to 60, but I love them. That and prawns are my favourite. Why have I marked that? That's that way. Right, so I'm going to have to cut off there. I'll just pretend I haven't got a mark there. Mark there. Trim that off. I left those ones for the last minute because I really wasn't quite sure what size they were going to be. But yeah, Tall Timbers at Smithton, they've got their own restaurant. You can have room service. You can get breakfast room service. It's all lovely. Television, you get movie channel, you get free Wi-Fi. They have their own indoor pool and gym. Of course, majority of the time when we're not out exploring, we are in the pool. Well, it's an indoor heated pool and spa. So, we have to go and enjoy the luxuries. This one can't even swim, but she loves the pool. So she can swim enough to save herself. But she was always scared of the water. Absolutely petrified of the ocean. Won't go in past her ankles. But then again, it's probably a good thing. Right, now, I grabbed out a few little bits and pieces. Oh, there it is. I cut off one of the photos. I actually took a photo of a sign and I cut the nut out of the sign. And that's going to be my title, and hopefully these fit. Yep, because I wanted to raise that a little. Oh, I've got stickiness, so I'll go that one. Yet again, tongue's hanging out. She wanted to do a selfie on my phone last night, and I said, you can do a selfie on my phone as long as it's one without your tongue hanging out. Right, there's that bit. Oh, where's my little tooly thing? Come off without breaking. So I've just got the name of the place. I'm just popping. I might actually use this as the front page of our holiday when I get an album. I need some albums. Might use this as the cover page. Stanley. I've got Taz. So from where we live, I think it takes about maybe an hour and a half to get there, drive. It's not too bad. Taz Oz. Look at that. Stick a little less. Okay. Right, I had a few little bits and pieces I was going to pop on. I had found this the other day and was going to use it. And it's something that I stamped and then hand cut out. So it's just a stamp that has what's an arrow and it says amazing. Because the views were just, as much as it was a dull day, the views were amazing. So I'm going to go up here. Because that was an amazing chairlift ride too. My Home, My Heart. Go with that. I'm going to pop that down here like so. What am I going like that? Yeah, I'll go like that. It was very cold up on top of there. A little mug up there. I had might make a little cluster like that. We might put that's a bit big. I'm gonna put Free Spirit up there. And I might just go with that. Like that. So it's just two things in each cluster type thing. So they're going to be sitting on the photo. I don't normally have embellishments on the photos, but in this case I really wanted to get more photos onto a page. So go like that, and I'll get our sunglasses. Just use the tape. Better check that's still recording. Don't want it to do what it did on me the other day. I'll go like that there. Okay, we'll go Free Spirit. She outwalked the both of us on top of there. Both of us were lagging behind and she was way out in front. So, and back then, because she was only in primary school, so to avoid the school time crowds and to get a cheaper rate for our room, we went before school time and before school holiday time and got it a bit cheaper. So we used to let her take a week off school so that we could go and have a week away. Seems it was the only time my husband could get off. Right, we're going to do a mixture of blue gems. Okay, actually we might go down here actually, like this. finish my little clusters off. So, and there you have it. That is my layout done for today. Need to clean up again. Okay, I'll give you a close up so you can see the pictures and what I've done. That's the scallops all in there. That's one beach on one side. That's how I've cut the photo. So 4x6, and I just cut them one inch each, and then you just spread it out. And then that's those bits, and that's the wharf. That's Stanley, well, part of the wharf. So there you go. Okay. Always put it down. I put it down crooked for you. Okay, so with that, if you think that you might like to have a go at this, now by all means, remember that you can do this bit here the same as this bit. Maybe have a, if you're going to do this up here, pop part photo, plain. Turn it around, do portraits instead of landscapes. No reason at all why you couldn't just put your title along that. No problems at all. And yeah, by all means, press pause, take a screenshot and have a go, because you don't know that you can do it unless you try. If this looks all too much for you and you just wanted to try this first, just do some plain things. Don't do this bit, just do this and put some other photos, or just do that in the middle and some embellishments. It looks good on pattern paper as well, if you do it on pattern paper. I just went all plain today. Just so the photos, because they're dull photos, I wanted them to stand out a bit more and not be lost. But yes, have a go. There's no right or wrong. You can always, there's no reason that you think I've cut that wrong. Just put it in different shapes and ways and just make it all look like a puzzle. No problems at all. So thank you everyone for watching. If you do like this, if you could give me a thumbs up, that would be great. If you're new to my channel, if you could press subscribe and subscribe to me. It does not cost any money at all. And thank you to all the others, like everyone else who's subscribed. I can't find my words today. And all my new subscribers, I'm quite amazed and grateful. Thank you so very, very much. Now, I will have all the other ladies listed below that are playing along with Around the World in 30 days. Now, I may not be doing one every day, but it will be 2 or 3, could even be 4 times a week. But we'll see how we go with getting busy now. School's gone back. So yeah, so we'll see how we go, and check all them out. Subscribe to them if you're not already. Doesn't cost to subscribe to them either. Give them likes, send them a comment. Tell them if you like something about their layout, because it might make their day if they're having a bad week. And yeah, so thank you everybody for watching, and thank you. I'm grateful for you all. Bye for now.